line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A gain of 3, second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Cut in left. Cut in left. You got 4.
Dalton now to pass. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Watson, option left. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Ross on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Again, it's Bell. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now here's Ross. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second down, Dalton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. third down. A shot here for Dalton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good at training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it with Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Watson now on second down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Watson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Dalton here from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Watson. A screen to Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Bell a first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson on first down. And that is incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Here's Watson, option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Le'Veon Bell a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bengals getting set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Dalton forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Dalton, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw on 2nd down, Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
They'll run it with Hill. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They run. It's Hill. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Jeremy Hill stopped here on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. So we're at halftime. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on 2nd is Watson. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. Man 38.
Watson now to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. Back round.
Out of the gun, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The slot man in motion right. It's second down. Dalton looking. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right there around the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Dalton now to pass. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing, Dalton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And Bengals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Here's Watson, option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now it's the backup, Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So they're operating in the red zone. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Robbie Anderson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, you know, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Here's Watson, option left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Found his target, it's Anderson. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now the Bengals on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. To Mixon on the check down. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. And the play clock's running down. They'll go again with Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A give to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Flex round. Ohio.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
On third down, here's Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's go.
Game in hand. The offense takes the knee. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
you.